So I think I changed my mind again, kind of like a woman. I'm gonna sandblast the swing arm and do like I did on the RM465, polish this, and then use the clear on it. And then this part is all like a cast. I won't polish that. I'll just leave it the flat, or maybe I'll clear the whole thing. Let me go back on that. I'm going to polish this, clear it. I'll spray the cast part, the flat aluminum, and then I'll just clear the whole thing, and then cook it. I really could use an electric stove. I wouldn't mind doing some actual powder coating. You get a powder gun, coat gun at Harbor Freight, I think for around like $50 or something. And I really don't know how much the powder coat paint costs. I know they sell like black and white and a couple basic colors at Harbor Freight, but you can buy all the stuff online. So, but it'd be, all the small stuff. Well, I wouldn't mind just trying to do powder coating myself. I mean, it doesn't have to be the most perfect. I mean, it's on a dirt bike. I'm gonna get stone chips and I'm gonna wipe out and scuff it up. So next I'll sandblast this thing, and then we'll go through the polishing process I did and get it ready for some paint and go from there. No, you probably can't see in there, but this is my high-tech sandblasting cabinet. You know, I swear I did the RM465 in here, but this thing barely fits. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it here. I don't remember bringing it to work to do it, but I may have. So if I can't get it all, I'll bring it to work and do it in there. I think I'm going to have to flip it around multiple times to get it all, but we'll make do. Yeah, I just got done blasting it, pulled it out, and see what we got. I don't know if it's going to work or not. Mostly just on a sandblast to get the anodized finish off, because it's a real hard finish and it's hard to sand through. So I don't know. I hate bringing stuff to work, staying after. It's like being at work, so I hate it. But I like to buy all my own stuff that I can. I don't know, maybe we can live with this. I'll start sanding it and see what it looks like, you know, see how easy it is to sand. I think it got through most of it, so. But I was really more worried about the cast part one, and that all blasted clean. I'm just going to paint that, and I'm not going to polish it at all. So we'll see. So we're going to see how it goes. Got it loaded up with some, I don't have it loaded up. Loaded up with some 180. So what I'll do is I'll sand it all, and then what you do is, depends how shiny you want it, you go 180, 320. We'll see what it looks like at 320. And then I think I end up just Scotch-Brighting it, and I Scotch-Brite it all in one direction to give it like a more of a brushed, you know, extruded, you know, when they made the aluminum. That's all these are, it's just extruded aluminum. So we'll see. Got no juice. There it goes. Technical difficulties. You see it didn't take all the anodizing out. It's just starting to break through the aluminum there, and that's all anodized. So I can either bring this to work and do it, or see if I got some grittier grit sandpaper. See what I got. All right, I got some 120. Not much of an improvement over 180, but so if it's still hard to do after this, I'll just bring it to work and sandblast it. I think I had some 36 or 40 grit I started out on the 465. You still see a lot of the anodizing in there. See, I'm trying to get rid of all these deep scratches. I just don't like the looks of it. Besides, got a lot of them too. You can see I didn't get really down through the anodizing. Very good on this neither. So I don't know. Maybe I'll see if I missed it and I got some grittier grit. I did. I had some 40 grit. That's what I used on the other bike. We'll set that aside. This is a used one, so maybe I should have started out with a new one. But we'll see what. Go back to the other side that it was doing. We'll see what this 40 grit does. 40 grit is where it's at. Takes that stuff right off. Start getting some scratches out of there. That's what we want. Although I don't want to spend a lot of money on it, I got more time than money, so I can do all this stuff on the cheap. Just my time. I enjoy coming out here every night after work anyway, so I've been trying to come out, trying to get myself I'm just laying on the couch watching YouTube videos and stupid stuff like that, and because it's winter and I hate going outside. Just a mind game thing. So we'll continue doing some sanding. Kind of remembered after I started working on it what I did to the other one. You know, on the deep scratches, I just took a sanding wheel. It was 100 grit. Takes it off a lot quicker. Kind of go around it. You don't want to make a big divot. So. I'll do that over the really deep ones. This side looks pretty good. There's a couple little dingers here and there. So what you did see me in that last part, I have the Nano Wheel Polish by Eagle One. I just put this over the 1000 grit and went over the whole thing. It's just easier to just leave that on there. I think I had done the 465 with an actual buffing wheel. I can't remember. But then you just take some Scotch-Brite and you just keep on going in this one direction like this. And it'll give it that brushed look. I mean, you can see it. I don't know how much you can see, but it's not perfect. It's got some like some little nicks in it. I didn't bother to try to get every single thing out like I did on that one. There's a couple of spots that are a little scratched. Still, I'll have to go back over them and redo them. There's some like right here where I had a really deep scratch. I didn't get all the scratch out, but there's a full floater decal that goes right across most all this though, but it looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. You know, it's got some deep ones here, you know, scratches still here and there, but I mean, for what it is, it'll be fine. So after this, I'm gonna tape off the polished part, spray paint the cast part with the flat aluminum, cook it. Then hopefully I have the clear by then, and then clear the whole thing, and then I'll be done with it. So after I got looking at it a little bit more, I really wasn't that happy with it. So I ended up hitting the whole thing with 320 again, and then I hit 600, and I skipped 1000 in the polished stuff. I just was checking it just to see how it looked with the Scotch-Brite, and it ain't much different. So I'm just gonna Scotch-Brite it all. And it looks a lot better. There's a couple spots still that right there. There's some deep scratches on each side, but this side I didn't even Scotch Brite yet. But right where there was some deep scratches there too. But all the rest I wasn't really happy with. Were all up in here and stuff, and on the tops here, which I haven't Scotch Brited these yet either. So here's the finished product, all gloss. Well, satin clear, not gloss. So this part is just polished, and then with the satin clear, this is part as the flat aluminum, and then with the satin clear over the whole thing. I don't know if it shows up as much on pictures or a camera. You see the contrast, but yeah, it looks pretty good. You know, it'll get the job done. Hopefully it's somewhat durable. And you know, is it as good as a real powder coat? No, but it'll work for me, and it's a heck of a lot cheaper. So now this will probably be it for this video. See ya.